Thank you very much, Jim, for your great dedication and for your hard work. And I want to say also thank you to my partner, Jim Lorimer, who's sitting here in the front row, for having been my partner now since 1976. So think about that, since 1976, on a handshake. It's the good old-fashioned way, on a handshake. And he has been the most extraordinary partner that anyone can ever dream of. So thank you very much, Jim. Let's give him a big hand. He's sitting right here in front. I also want to thank his wife, Jean, and his son, Bob Lorimer, who has taken over a lot of the activities. He has been also an extraordinary man to work with. So thank you very much also to Bob Lorimer. Now, tonight's show, the Arnold Classic 2020, we have unanimously agreed to dedicate this show to Franco Columbu. I never thought that I would stand up here and ever have to say how terrible I feel that Franco passed away last year on August 30th. It is a loss that is so devastating to me you cannot even imagine, because this was a friend of mine for 55 years. For 55 years. And for 53 years out of this 55 years, we trained together. We were training partners. And we were only separated for 9 months when I moved to America in 1968. These first 9 months, I trained without Franco Columbu, and I tell you, it didn't feel the right way. It didn't feel right. Even though I had great training partners, I had Dave Draper and I had Sergio Liver, Frank Zane, Ken Waller, and Danny Padilla, and all of those guys. But they were not Franco Columbu. Then Franco finally moved over here, convinced Joe Weider to bring him to America. And Franco came over here and we then trained together. And man, what a great training partner he always was. He was not one of those guys that would just train with you and he would look away while you're doing your reps. He was right there and he was counting out the reps. And then he was competitive. I'm going to put on 10 more pounds. Let's see if you can do it. And this is how we trained, from one machine to the next, to the next, to the next, for 5 hours every day. And then we practiced posing together. And I just was so amazed of what a great champion Franco became. I was so proud of him because he was not only 3-time Mr. Universe, but then he won the Mr. Olympia competition, which was his big dream. And he beat all the big guys. And by winning the Mr. Olympia and winning Mr. Universe and winning Mr. World and Mr. International and all those competitions, he has proven that a short man, a smaller man, can also win those big championships. Because he was so perfect, his body was so extraordinary, and on top of that, besides his huge muscles and his muscularity and his definition and all this, he was so strong. He was literally one of the strongest people that I've ever met. I mean, think about that, with a body weight of 180 pounds to do 3 reps of deadlift with 710 pounds. He did 740 pounds one time on the stage. 740 pounds of deadlift with a body weight of just 180. And bench press, 530. Squat at any time with 600. I mean, the guy was an animal. And he was such a dear friend. I mean, we did so many things together. We did movies together. We traveled around the world together. So to have this man gone is just such an unbelievable loss. He was such an unbelievable inspiration to so many millions of bodybuilders around the world. He was such a great contribution to our bodybuilding sport. And he was always into helping people. He became a doctor in chiropractic just to help people. From morning to night, every day he was in his office. And always at night, when he was tired and he came home, He would smile. He was happy that he could help so many patients throughout the day. He was selfless. He was unbelievable, unlike anything else. So we miss him dearly. And this is why I just want to announce today, we will have for the first time the most muscular trophy be the Franco Columbu trophy. Right after he passed away, I got in touch with one of the leading artists in Italy and had his body sculpted to make a beautiful trophy this high. You will see it today. And the trophy and the sculpture came out fantastic. I mean, exactly like Franco, with his huge lats. It's a double bicep pose, with his huge lats and his small waist, his huge thighs, the back, and everything is there. And so I'm so happy that this statue was built and designed and sculpted by this artist so quickly. Normally something like that takes a long time. But I was just so driven by that idea that Franco has to be alive for us all the time. And with this trophy, he will stay alive with us. Because I know he will always be in our minds, he will always be in our hearts. But this trophy, when you see it tonight, you will see what I'm talking about. So it will be the most muscular, the Franco Columbu most muscular trophy. There will be an extra category we will have now every year at the Arnold Classic. So we're very happy about that. I just also want to just say that, you know, that the obstacles that we went through, I just want to quickly say that I'm so happy when I walked around to the various different sports all over this facility here and in the fairgrounds where the children were. It was really great to see so many of the parents and so many of the trainers and coaches and family members show up that they actually had a crowd. Because I was so worried that those athletes have to perform to an empty hall. Because they told us that we have to go and cancel the Arnold Classic. And then we had to negotiate. We agreed that, yes, we would cancel the expo that attracts around 250,000 people. But we also told them at the same time that no matter what, we will never, ever cancel the sports for the athletes, because this is what this is all about. So I want to say thank you to those parents and those coaches and training partners and everyone that came together here and that filled also this hall here today. I want to thank them very much for that. I also want to say thank you to the athletes that came from all over the world. I want to thank the judges again. I want to thank the audience here for being so loyal in coming every year. And I want to thank especially also the sponsors. And I just want to let you know, I'm going to read them off once again today because we are so appreciative that the sponsors stayed with us throughout this crisis. If it is Rain Total Body Fuel, if it is Rogue Fitness, Animal, Homage, Europa Sports, Chantana, Mount Carmel, Muscle Monster, Monster Hydro, Rykert, and Redcon 1. So let's give them a big, big hand for staying with us. So thank you very much. Have a great time. And I'm going to...
Didn't they pretty much bring this award in for Branch Warren? Because I remember...
And we have his wife.
He won, yeah, he's got a whole bunch of them. Yeah, there it is, Big Ramy, obviously, with the... and that was a pretty easy call. And who better to give it to him but your reigning Olympia champion, Brandon Curry.
Looking very nice in his suit, I have to say.
Nice little check to boot. And the award I can't wait to see because this was especially commissioned in memory of Franco Columbu. Obviously, everybody knows that story.
That's very cool.
Wow.
Look at that.
The first one, that's super cool. Wow.
Kind of would have made more sense if he was doing a most muscular.
Yeah, well,
Thank you, Brandon. Now that's the most muscular right there.
that's some beef right there.
Yeah. It's funny he doesn't usually hit that most muscular that one he did.
No.
Huh? Really cool.
Just wanted to ask you one quick question. I mean, what does it mean to you to get the first Franco Columbo trophy, since he was such a great champion, one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time?
When I heard you to talk about the history about your friend before the show, I really felt that mean how you have a friend in the stage. When I stopped 1 year last year to compete, I felt that I missed my friends. I missed my friends to be in that place, and that make me, you know, I need to compete back again to be in that place again. Doesn't matter, Ramy is first, doesn't matter, Ramy is the last one. And that means the best place to make a friend is this line. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Arnold, Debbie, and Maria. And
Big congratulations, Big Ramy. Obviously, your most muscular award winner. No.